My children, as it says in Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am a warrior. We must put down any who would try and stop us from saving our souls. John proved his devotion in blood. How can we do any less? Together, we will march to Eden's gate.
A mighty upheaval shall curse the nations of man. Blood will stain the soil as the cries of the judged erupt in a chorus of anguish. The blade of righteousness shall cull the herd and smite the skeptic. And from the ashes of this great extinction, you shall lead your family to return to the angels you once were.
To the left and right of you are your brothers and sisters. Get to know one another. Embrace one another as a family would. For together, we will march hand in hand unto Eden. When these doors close, what lies beyond the walls will be nothing but a wasteland. The smoldering remains of a nation full of cruelty, hypocrisy, and faithlessness. I am your father, and you are my children. And as such, I have sheltered you from the violent storm that approaches us. We will not look at the lives we've left behind. We will look forward to the opportunities laid before us. Not given, but earned. Welcome to the future. I'm so glad we're all here to share it together. And while that chapter ends, a new one begins for all of you. One of peace, harmony, and love. One where you will come to accept me as your father. One where you will feel the warmth of my love. My children, my chosen. If you are hearing these words, then the collapse has arrived. The next chapter in your lives begins now. You have been selected for a very special cause, a very important cause. For you are the creators of the new Eden. You are the warriors of the project. Therefore, you must prepare for what comes next. Because the ones who were left behind are coming. The desperate, the selfish, the sinners. They will all want what is ours, and they will try to take it from us. Remember, our people and our resources are precious. You must defend the seeds of humanity with your life. The gates of Eden must stay sealed. My children, the enemy will be strong, but we will be stronger. Do you remember the way it used to be in the garden? Of course not. We only have the fantasies from someone else's books. I don't want fantasy. I want to live in the garden. That's what we're going to do.
Long ago, before the ideas of war and hatred consumed us, we were given a wondrous gift. The gift of life. We lived our days and nights in the warmth of community. We required no protection, for there was no threat. We knew nothing of death, for there was only life. Our world was a beautiful garden. We lived as angels in perfect harmony. All was provided for us, but a few among us were not satisfied. Despite all we had been given, despite all we enjoyed, those few among us wanted more. They did not share, they coveted. They rejected our garden and perverted our gifts. Generosity was replaced with acquisition. Fellowship replaced with self. Give replaced with take. And we replaced with them.